the 50-50 is probably is pretty good. The question is, what can they deduct off the top to make it 50-50, and that's an item of negotiation. So the 50-50 deals are not bad, depending upon what they can deduct off of the top of the gross income. Okay. Ultimately, when you have a 50-50 deal, it will take longer for you to get to money, the artist to get to money in the pocket. But once you get to money in the pocket, there's more money in the pocket than you could ever get as a royalty participant. Because as a royalty participant, let's say you're a 14% royalty, you have a 14% royalty, which is a good beginning royalty, not necessarily a superstar royalty, but that equates to, depending upon the various definitions from one company to another and all that, somewhere remotely in the $1.40 category, okay? But the record company, before you get your $1.40, they're recouping any advances they pay you. They're recouping the recording costs. They're recouping some of the promotion costs. They recoup 50% of the video costs. They'll recoup 100% of any tour support they give you. And they're recouping that at the rate of $1.40 an album. So if you're getting the $1.40, it'll be a while before you see that $1.40. They have to recoup all this money. And by the way, out of that $1.40, you have to pay your producer. The artist has to pay their producer 3 points, 4 points, whatever it is. And a point is roughly equal to about 10 cents. It could be 11, it could be 9, it could be 11.5, it could be 8.5, depending upon the various definitions. But for rule of thumb, we say, it's around 10 cents. Okay. It's not accurate, but it's around 10 cents. On the other hand, if you have a 50-50 deal, records wholesale somewhere $10, $11, something of that nature. We're not talking about iTunes at the moment. They wholesale somewhere around $10, $11. By the time you take off the costs, you're down to somewhere between $5, $6. And if you split that, the artist splits that, the artist is going to get $2.50 or something more than that. That's pretty good. That's a lot better than the $1.40. But it takes longer to get there because they're taking off all marketing and promotion. They're taking off manufacturing costs. They're taking off the tour expenses. They're taking off what they have to pay in publishing. Of course, if they're paying the publishing money, it goes to the artist if they've written their own songs. So it'll take longer to get to the point where you're now splitting, but when you split, it's a bigger piece. The copyrights in the sound recording, we've done them all ways. We've done them where the company owns the copyrights in the sound recording. We've done them where they jointly own the copyrights in the sound recordings, and we've done it where it's a license deal and the artist gets it back after 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, something of that point. Done them all ways, no one way.